So we are finished up with wiring the rear side markers. If you noticed, I have encapsulated them. I don't think there's enough heat back here to worry about. If it starts to, I'll just cover this with some heat tape, some black heat tape, and we'll be good to go. But I don't think, because it's far enough away from that muffler, that we're going to have an issue. If we are, I'll fix it later. If you notice what I did, I used hot glue to glue spots across. I cut a little channel here so that I'm not exposed out there, and just stuck it through the channel. Hot glue all the way over. And the neat thing about this is I'm tapping into my rear tail lights, which do come on, of course, all times. And so these side marker lights simply tap into there. So I have a very short wire with a two-prong weather pack connector. You can buy these things in bulk for little or nothing. I use the 18 to 20s a lot. I buy 3-prong, 4-prong, and then a 4-square prong as well to use. They just come in real handy. So that's the overall look of it. It's again, it's just turned out factory. You can't tell that that's anything but factory there. So I'll show you the back next. So here's all I did. I tapped straight into the left rear and added in the black is your ground, the purple is your tail light, and the looks like red and white is going to be your stop light. And so tapped into that. I'm going to tape this up and seal it up nice and tape it all to the end, but I wanted to leave it exposed to show you all what I've done. That way I've used heat shrink on there, and it's sealed, it's watertight, and I shouldn't have any issues there. This tucks right back in, up in here, and literally connects right over to the tail. As you can see, that's going to go and be as good as we can get it for non-factory. So I'll keep you updated on the next phase. Project is done as far as rear marker lights go. She turned out just fine. Got everything back in place. Got my rear light done, and repainted the bracket finally. Got that installed as well. Everything looks factory. Take a look. Everything is cleaned up. I cut a little slot in the plastic here. Doesn't hurt the integrity. That kind of tucks it up and away. Holds it up in place, and I got myself some factory looking side marker lights. I've got my wiring harness finished finally, and I'm not going to put on my weather pack connector ends yet until I push this through the back firewall. And so essentially what I've done is I've left the left and right turn green and yellow on the incoming side. That's going to go up front to the actual actuator and switch itself. And then the others I have headed back along with the connectors for the actual taillights themselves. And so I've got male and female here. These are the wires that I'm going to split up from left to right side for incoming normal that's already there. In other words, the back parking and stop lights, where they plug into each light, these will plug into those. I'll plug up. I won't have to use all 3 plugs, but I'll just plug up 1 or 2 with silicone, depending on how many I need. Not 100% sure yet, depending on the grounding system on this unit. And then I've got these already done, so these will create and plug right into the individual plugs for each back rear tail light. So if this goes well, there's the other for the other end. So I've combined them together. One goes here and then it goes over to the other side. If all goes well and I've got this right, this should be a pretty easy plug and play. I'm going to wait to seal these up and tape these up, and I get them back there depending on how much space I need between where I carry it through the firewall into each connector. Then I'll tape them up, and these are all protected. These will go closer to the front, and we're almost home. For the front side markers, what I was able to do very easily, these side markers are very close to the plug-ins for the running lights that will come on every time your engine's on as well. So I just took out the plug, I've stripped it down a little bit, I'm getting ready to cut in and tap in as well with my wires there. I'm not going to put a two-prong plug there just for the fact that that's part of that wiring. If I'm going to take this whole thing off, it should pop off separately. And if I had to splice them in later on, that's fine. Just not going to waste connectors and throw a bunch more connectors up here in an area where there's too much going on, a lot of mud anyway. So I'm going to tap in on each side so that I have my side marker lights in. I'm still going to run my turn signal wires to my sending unit as I need to, so that I can at least have those function. But here, these will turn on along with my headlights, just like the rear that I've done. So I'll update you when that's finished too. So the front is essentially done. I've got everything tucked in. Here's what I did with the wires. Over here I drilled a small hole up in here out of the way into the front firewall, but actually it's a piece of plastic above it. And I just threaded my wires through. I'm going to silicone that up, even though these aren't watertight anyway, but still it keeps it from dribbling in, from riding in the rain. This finished product here, wired in. That mess right there is a connection to my front light that I just zip tied onto there. As you can see, that just wires in and plugs in right here to the front parking lights. And so essentially the last of the front's done. Only thing left is the final episode of me wiring in the rear turn signals, wiring up to the front turn signal switch, which again, if all goes well, it comes in today or tomorrow, and I hope it works because I'm pretty excited about it. It's not like most turn signal switches, and if it works out, I think we've got a really neat custom look to our turn signal system in here. Anyway, stay tuned. Final episode to come in the next few days.